Have you ever wanted to make a character but had no ideas? Always wanted to make an OC but unsure where to start? Look no further because today I'm going to be creating an OC using a random wheel and you can do it alongside me. I figured this video would be a really fun way to make an OC but also to see how truly limiting it is to create a character based on prompts from someone else. So without further ado, let's just get right into it. So my first course of action was the gender, or the sex I guess, and I got female, which is pretty exciting. And this already gave me a few ideas. I was thinking like long hair, but let's see what the wheels do. After that, I decided to try for the hair color and the eye color, and I just used a random color generating website to do this. Decided to generate personality traits. This is gonna get me the ideas for her clothes, for her her expression, things like that. So she ended up having this like reckless, confident, but like those people that are like confident outside but super insecure inside? It kind of generated that kind of personality, so that's the kind of look that I was going to go for when I thought about my art piece. Starting off with this sketch that I've kind of just like done really quickly, so it's a bit inconsistent with proportions, and that's totally okay. And then I decided to work on the face first because I personally feel like the face is probably like one of the main points of most pieces. I like to start with the focal point of whatever I'm working on, because it helps me kind of like work around it or like build around it basically. And I feel like the face is kind of the most important part of this image because it's a new character, it's someone I'm introducing you guys to, so obviously I want to do that. And I figured since we're going for a more lazy kind of like reckless but lazy and kind of carefree, easygoing person, I went for like a shorter haircut. I feel like it's a lot more like a lot less maintenance, so it's more common for people who are kind of laid back to have kind of like such an easy haircut to manage. So that's why I went for that. And then I just went in with some simple shading, and I'm doing this a bit differently. So I'm shading as I'm going, which I don't typically do, but I decided, I'm going to try something new today and see if I enjoy doing it. And you know what? I quite enjoyed being able to see like finished parts of the piece whilst I was working. It was pretty interesting. Moving on, I'm basically just adding in the clothes around the pose so that I don't have to like go back and erase a lot of like, skin to skin or whatever. Basically, it's just kind of like outlining where I feel like the fabric should lie because I'm not very good at gravity, keeping forces consistent with my artwork. And, it's something that I have to learn and how to do in the future. But not right now. I also need to learn the backgrounds, but that's a whole nother battle. So basically, yeah, I just went in and did that, and then the hands, I did the hands too whilst I was there because it just felt pointless doing it like one at a time. And yeah, I feel like with the clothes, I wanted to go for something more casual, like super duper casual. So I just went with a basic like camisole vest and like black cycling shorts, jacket, and originally I was gonna go with like boots or sneakers. But I thought, you know what, I'm gonna go with this like the really lazy vibe because I've just been feeling it today, and she's just gonna wear like slides. So yeah, that's what I decided to do. I gave them a little star symbol on them because I thought it was cute. And yeah, it came out really cute. I really like the outfit. I feel like you can really tell her personality through what she's wearing. And that's kind of what the aim was when I was drawing this particular piece. So once I had the basic outline done, I decided I kind of wanted her overhand showing, so she was kind of like in a different pose, I guess. So obviously I copy and pasted because you know that I'm not drawing another hand. And then I just went in with the colors to kind of like color it in, kind of add some color to the piece, so that she's not just like a rendered head and a completely nude body. The background for now is kept as just like a lime green so that I can differentiate the whites that I've not colored in. Because sometimes if I want to keep something white, I tend to just like forget that it's not colored in if I don't have a colored background, and that's why that's like that. It's a cool tip if you're like me who forgets to like color in the whites, like empty spaces. Anyway, we just color in the slides red, and I was considering like the color on the jacket, but I decided to keep just like the gray, kind of like the socks, because it was just like it's just an easy color. It's not too vibrant, and it kind of screams like insecure, which is kind of the vibe I was going for. I was going for like insecure, lazy, but shows that they're self confident, and that's kind of what the vibe I was going for based off of the random wheel generator, generating options that I got, and yeah. you can see that I'm flicking through between the background, like the sketch and the original thing, to like see how well, like how different it started, and you know, all that thing. And that's just something I do. Then I'm testing out here different ways to make like magical energy appear, because so I didn't actually show this because I lost the footage. But the job generator that I got was like sorcerer, and I was like kind of thinking, like, I feel like it'd be kind of cool to have her being like a psychic. Think like like Mob Psycho 100. I'm thinking like those kind of psychics. So then after I did those like little like electric sheet things, I was like thinking, oh, the background doesn't match. So I was looking through backgrounds and like trying to figure out which background I preferred, and I just really couldn't figure it out. This is one of the things that I struggle with the most, I think, and it's definitely something that I need to work on in the future, because I am so terrible with backgrounds, and I feel like a lot of people can relate, but I think it's just because for me, I feel like backgrounds just aren't as fun to draw as characters, because I feel like you can't really put personality into a background unless it's like somebody's bedroom or something. Anyway, so this is the hard part where I'm going through and trying to make an explosion, kind of like a magical looking explosion. So I just did a color background and then a bunch of spikes inside and then colored it in white. And I think you can kind of get the effect across. I kind of added these like darker purple wisps to kind of like make it more magical, more whimsical a little bit. And I think that you can tell kind of what it's supposed to be. Like, if I didn't tell you, would you be able to know? I don't know. I feel like I'm so unself-aware about my art. I feel like I'm so like I'm so like oblivious to what other people think about my art. And yeah, I think it came out okay though in the end. After a lot of experimentation and a lot of like practice and trying to see what I like, I feel like it came out better than I expected it to. Um, Once I put the character back into place, I thought it came out pretty well. I added a bit of like a multiplier layer shadow just to like differentiate her from the background bit. I added a bit of like texture to that to make it not as what's the word? Not as flat. Made her yellow to contrast the purple of the magic and kind of give her a bit of light in. And yeah, that's kind of all I did really. I think she came out super cute, and I still don't have a name for her. So if you guys want to suggest any names in the comments below, I'd really appreciate that, because I do want to make her a recurring character, because I think she came out so cute, and I think there's so much I could do with her as a character. I'm thinking of making a comic. Well, I've been trying to make ideas for comics, so maybe she could be a feature in there, and it'd be really cool if one of you guys named her. So yeah, comments down below, and maybe I'll do a vote. Maybe I'll just pick. Who knows? And yeah, that's basically how it came out. Basically, off of the time lapse, though, I did add a bit of wisps to her hand to make it obvious that she was the one creating this magical energy. Overall, I really enjoyed how this came out. I think using like wheel generators, if you're stuck with an OC or just want a fun challenge to do, is a great way to make a new OC. Personally, I did it a bit different to a few other YouTubers. I didn't personalize, like, I didn't randomize everything, and I feel like I definitely could in another video. I just kind of wanted a fun little challenge today and didn't want to put too much strain on the, like, random wheel generator, because I feel like it takes a lot of creativity away at the same time. And I didn't want to do that kind of limiting challenging today, because I've been sick the past few days, I'm not gonna lie, so I just wanted something fun and easy to do. Overall, if you enjoyed this video, I hope you leave a like and subscribe, and please comment down below a name if you have one, because I'm terrible with names. And if you want to join the Discord server, it's a great place to grow and, you know, learn how to draw and talk to a bunch of people who want to learn and talk to people who share their own art and share your own stories and stuff. So yeah, if you want to join that, the link will be in the description below. Thank you all for watching the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!